on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
Yeah.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. About ready to get us going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive. one, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. On 1st down, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Allen going to try and keep it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Sanders' first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Ready? Rig alert! Rig alert!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Trap 60.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Seven Pirates. Hey, pass. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneers.
Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. From the 44, Allen over the middle, complete. That's Morris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. To throw, it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
19 Tiger. Ready?
Sanders toss left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Micah Hyde. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Okay, ready?
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Rig! 79 Broncos!
Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Singletary. They'll run for it. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. From the gun, it's Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll look to run with Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check. 65, 65,
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
60 vices.
Back to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go now. Come to Lions.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Eagles nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long.
Come 19! Come 19! Hurts! Right there!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like that play call right after they've been sacked because they anticipated pressure again. And if you believe that, you know you've got to get the ball out of your hands quickly. That one was incomplete.
It's a fake, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work there. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a 2nd back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Check back. Check back.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey. 18 Rattler. Warrior 70.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
60 Maverick. Trap 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
second down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
23 yards, the final tally.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Bills are going to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.